Hello and welcome back. So, today I want to talk to you all about how to integrate your energy after a deep healing session. So, maybe you clicked on this video because you just had your first deep healing session via Reiki. You maybe got a reading, an Akashic Records reading, or you went to your first sound session, whatever it is you are experiencing that deep healing and maybe not sure what to do and how to sit with it. So I really wish that I had access to something like this after my very first Reiki session. So sharing this with you all. So if you're feeling a little different, if you're feeling emotional, maybe you're just feeling really good, you're feeling lighter, more connected, all of that is totally normal. And again, this is your guide to help you walk through all of that and navigate that. So I want to start by normalizing whatever it is that you're feeling. There is no wrong or right way that you should feel. And I like to emphasize that because after deep healing, our body is essentially reorganizing before our mind can actually catch up to really what's happening and what's going on. So again, you might feel tired, you might feel emotional, you might even feel like you're gonna go float away on a cloud. Again, all of that is super normal. I've even had clients who said like, my mind is normally going 100 miles per hour. I have all of these to-do lists and it's completely blank. So there could be that too, and that's actually quite a beautiful feeling, especially if you are always in that hustle go mentality. So again, regardless, there is no right way to feel, and I really want to share that. I always try to give clients a heads up on how they could feel, but also in the same token we'll tell them, but don't have any expectations. I like to give them a heads up, because sure, a number of things can happen. I know all of us want to go into a session feeling like 100 pounds lighter and just really good, but it's not always the case. Sometimes it's just like a big emotional release, and that can be tough to navigate. And if you're feeling that, my heart goes out to you, and I want you to know that it will pass and move through it. Give yourself the space to do so. So again, glad you're here. So first things first, it's so important to hydrate. Hydrate is medicine to your body. It's medicine to your integration, to your healing. So it's so important to hydrate. I know you already hydrate, but like hydrate even more so. That water is going to help you move that emotional and energetic release. And so if you're not a big water drinker, I've recently got turned on to what's it called? Liquid IV. It doesn't have to be that brand. I mean, I know there's a million other brands out there, but some sort of not energy drink, drink that is nourishing your body with electrolytes. So something to that effect, or if you want to drink electrolytes, that is great too. Maybe some warm tea, but if you can, really do water, because water does work wonders for our bodies, especially when we are trying to integrate. And our body just wants to release that yuck that just got released. So it does help kind of flush all of those toxins out. Okay, so hydrate. Secondly is grounding your energy. And so you're probably like, well, didn't I just do that in my healing session? Well, sure you did. But grounding is very, very important because it's helping us anchor that frequency into our body. So after you've had some deep healing, we've naturally raised our frequency, and you want to stay there. So really making sure that you're grounding into the body will definitely help. I'm sure a lot of you have heard all sorts of, grounding techniques. One big one is that when we call it earthing, where you're just stepping, walking in the grass barefoot, stepping on grass. If that feels a little too, I guess, hippy dippy for you, you can even just be with nature. But seriously, I love a good like earthing session. So if you have grass, you're very lucky. So try that. And then, like, random side note, I just moved to Florida. So the grass here is not, it's like very crunchy. And if you're in Florida, you know what I mean. So that doesn't feel very good. So that I get. Yeah, earthing isn't as exciting now these days. But what you can do is sit under a tree and be outside with nature. So if you don't have access to a tree, then just go outside, sense and listen to Mother Earth, even if it's a short walk or some gentle movement while you're outside. Even just listening to her sounds, whether it's the birds, the trees like moving softly in the wind. And if you don't have access to that, that is okay too. Just go outside. The sun can help ground you too. So going outside does wonders. Another thing is, if you're not able to go outside, maybe you work from home or you're at your desk all the time, do a brief few breaths with one hand over your heart and one over your belly. And as you're breathing, you can take as many breaths as you want, but really like feeling that rise and fall of your chest. That does help anchor you into your body, because you're feeling the rise and fall of the chest. It's forcing you to feel and sense your body. So that is a great way to ground as well. A warm or cold, if you like cold, but I like warm, warm shower, or maybe a warm bath before bedtime. Just something to just help settle your nervous system even more. Another thing is slow humming breaths. So what I mean by that is, so if you're doing a deep inhale, you can exhale and even say Om or one of the other hum, like to help root or ground your energy. But you can even just hum like I know it sounds really silly and you feel really silly doing it, but if you can like hum as you're exhaling for as long as you can, it really grounds you. As silly as it is, it feels so good because you feel it right here in your chest, and it's vibrating throughout your entire body. Don't knock it till you try it. I promise you, it really does work. And then really just thinking of grounding, it's like helping that healing, that whatever it was that you just experienced, it's helping it land more, it's helping you integrate more. So grounding our energy is so key, especially if you are feeling like really floaty and like you're just gonna go float away and like go away on a cloud. We want you to come back into the body. And I joke when I say that, because that's what it felt like after my very first Reiki session. Like I literally felt like I was going to go float away, to the point where I was like, I need a minute before I go drive my car. So grounding our energy is super, super, super important. One other thing that I really wish I did, I really just go off of memory after my first session. And this doesn't have to be after like your first session. This could be any session, because new things always come up. But really capture what you're feeling, what's on your mind. So whether it's journaling, and if you don't like writing, or you write a lot and your hand gets tired, I love a good voice memo. You could even like turn on your camera feature and video yourself. Maybe you don't want to look at the camera, but like, put the camera face down and just record something to help capture what is fresh for you, what's fresh on your mind, what are you feeling. And you may want to do this after you've grounded your energy a little bit, because again, if you're feeling a little flighty, your thoughts might be a little too jumbled. So just a side note there. So just asking yourself, what shifted for me today? What did I learn about myself? What came up during the session that was, really enlightening, or that provided me so much clarity? What feels different about my body? And what am I being called to do? What am I being called to do next? Maybe it's Maybe you just had something come up and you're realizing that you really need to be more intentional when it comes to setting clear boundaries with your energy. Or, when you're tuning into your body and like what feels different, maybe there was like this weight in your stomach and now it's gone, or in your chest and now it's gone. Or maybe you're just feeling super emotional. It could be a number of things, but it's super important and powerful to navigate through that and really just peeling the layers back, asking the why questions. It's like, okay, if I'm feeling this difference in my body, well, why is that? What came up? So just keep trying to unfold and let the layers open up more and help you kind of land on, you know, where you're being led to next. That's honestly the best way to put it. Um, and I like to suggest this because it's only a matter of time before you tend to go back, our minds tend to go back into that autopilot mode. So while it's fresh, really try to sit with that and feel all of that. I hope this makes sense for you. Okay, what else? Okay, so reducing, this one's so good. Reducing stimulation. Okay, so although it's not bad, it's my personal preference, and I honestly, I don't recommend it. But if you've had a deep healing session, try to take a quiet night for yourself, or just a quiet night with, people who know you well, who are in your inner circle. I don't recommend, if you are going to a concert, or you're gonna go out to the bars drinking with your friends. Like, I love a good night out, but not for me. And my suggestion to you, it's not the best time. For one, when you're in those environments, it's a lot of energy, and your energy is super sensitive after a healing session. So you're naturally going to feel more open and sensitive, and everything will just be like on high alert for you. So even the smallest of things can almost throw you off, or maybe triggering. And I don't want to say it's a bad thing. Again, if you do end up doing that, then just be mindful and give yourself space. So if you know you need a minute, then take that minute, whether it's going to the bathroom, going outside, just for some breaths to recenter yourself. But if you can help it, I would say, those plans that are non-essential, then go ahead and cancel those. Take a quiet night for yourself. And again, just help your body, help your mind integrate into everything that you have felt. So also, not necessarily just like being out with friends or going out to a party, but try to avoid the doom scrolling. If you can, maybe dim your lights, watch something lighthearted. And if you don't want to watch TV, that's great. You can listen to some music and just settle down in your bed, take a bath, just really do something that feels restful for your nervous system is really the point. Because you want to protect that softness that you're feeling, to just feel it and be in it, because again, it's part of that transformation for you. And I honestly don't want you to do anything that's gonna make you feel more sensitive or more triggered than you might already be feeling after a healing session. So after whatever it is you went through, whether it's a reading, you went to a sound bath, you got Reiki, it's usually like that first 24 hours, even up to 72 hours. And it could be longer. Again, we just need to honor our bodies, but we're feeling more sensitive. Our energy is open, and that's why we say you feel more sensitive, is because you're truly opened up. You're balanced. Things that have been kind of stored in the body that have been blocking you have been taking up space, so you haven't been able to fully feel all of the things that you're feeling. So you might feel more intuitive, you might be getting like more signs, or you might be noticing things more. That's all part of it. You gain a lot of clarity really on what you need to do next, and maybe it's like you're so clear on those boundaries that you need to set. And emotional waves, again, I can't stress how normal that is. So again, give yourself grace to go through that. Another thing that comes up for clients too is just having like these crazy vivid dreams. So keep a journal nearby too, because if you do have a night of just like these vivid dreams, it's always interesting to see like what they were about. But if you can, try to journal on them right away. I know it's super hard because if you don't, like, you tend to lose it, especially after you start to wake up. And again, hopefully you're feeling lighter, more open, and just even softer. So again, these are all signs that your healing is integrating. So important to pay attention because your soul, your higher self is speaking to you, your guides are speaking to you. Pay attention to some of the signs that you may be getting from your spirit guide team, whether it's angel numbers. I love angel numbers, and it doesn't have to be like the repeat angel numbers where it's like 222, 333, 444. Of course, those are always exciting, but let's say you wake up in the middle of the night and you look at your clock. Pay attention to what the time is. Sometimes, I don't know why this is, but like I'll see a time, like, so for that example, right, let's just say it was like 2:32 a.m. and then I'll keep seeing that number, or I'll keep randomly looking at the clock or seeing, the timer at that time. It's very odd. Sometimes like our guides just love to communicate with us. So if you see that, look up that number. What does it mean for you? And you can even ask your guides, like, why am I seeing this number? And it could just be a matter of them like saying, this is your number, this is our number, to know that we are here with you. So if you're going through a difficult moment, or you're about to have a difficult conversation and you see that number, like, boom, there you go. So pay attention to those. Maybe you're seeing some spirit animals or random signs that remind you of loved ones, or just anything of meaning, special meaning to you. Just pay attention because everything is wide open. Okay, what else? So I almost forgot. Oh my God. Nourish your body. Oh, this is such an important one. So after healing, everyone's different, of course, but usually I get pretty hungry and my body craves like something nourishing. So my something nourishing is a baked potato or mashed potatoes. So like definitely something potatoy and salad. I don't know why, but I always crave like potatoes. And I should say I know why, because potatoes grow in the ground. They are grounding. So root vegetables, yes, are so great for you to help ground and nourish the body. But a salad too just like feels refreshing. So I tend to like crave that refreshing. You may want fresh fruit or what have you. It could be whatever it is. But listening to your body and listening to those cravings, because that's your body saying like, I need this to nourish and to integrate and move through that healing. Okay, let's see. Rest. Yes, rest is important. So after healing, you can feel very tired. So if you feel the need to take a nap, please take a nap, or sleep in, or just lay down. Be a couch potato. Who cares? Like, resting is not laziness. It's honestly spiritual integration. So I know that's hard for us, for those who are like usually in hustle mode and we've got our massive to-do list. After healing, your body is saying, let's take a beat. So please listen. Please rest. Okay, I think those were all of my points. I'm looking at my notes. I know I got my little cheat sheet. Yeah, so again, you might feel emotional, totally normal. You could feel waves of gratitude, old memories, childhood memories, or things that you almost forgot about and they're resurfacing. There's a reason why they're resurfacing. Move through it. Again, give yourself grace. Follow those integration steps I just shared with you. And just know that everything that you feel right now is part of the release. It's part of the process. So I do hope that helps you. Please give yourself a few days to fully integrate. And again, if you need more, listen to your body. It's okay if it takes longer. And once you have settled into your integration and you feel like something has been cracked open and you're ready to go deeper, my Deep Soul 90-minute session is designed for you, is designed for that exact moment when you're ready to go deeper. So that session does blend Reiki and an Akashic Records reading to help you understand and integrate more and step even more into that next level self. So if that lights you up, I have a link to my Calendly in the description. You can always reach out to me. I do hope this has helped you. If this resonates with you, please like or comment below. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it, and I will see you soon.